Alright then guys, and welcome to the series, and today, first up, we're going to be winning against 0% AI whilst pitting on every single lap, including the final lap. So we're going to be entering the pit lane 5 times, so we have to kind of build up a lead, and I'm doing this because I'm learning no assist. So any tips and tricks for no assist, please fire below, but I thought it would be a fun way to kind of get in a rhythm and do it on tracks. I was told to use spar for this one because you do need to be able to build up a gap, but I'm going to do other ones, so comment down below what challenge you want me to do, what track it should be on. But that's enough said from me. Sit back, enjoy, make sure you like, subscribe, do all the usual, and well, here we go. So here we are, we're at the start of the series, and as you can see here, the start is key. It's been a bit weird taking the assists off and actually sending a start, but we get a nice good start here, and I find I break very early usually, but that one I probably nail a little bit better. But you're going to see some dodgy driving throughout, so brace yourselves. But we're past now, and it's time to absolutely send it and really build this lead up. And as you can see here, we're halfway through the second sector, and we're 5.5 seconds up, and it's absolutely growing. There's going to be many of these challenges, by the way, so make sure you do like, subscribe, and comment what challenge I should do next. But we're heading to the first pit stop, and as you can see here, it's about 11 seconds. I'm going to need about 14 seconds to really build it off. And again here, you see my braking's probably a little bit better there, but I am nowhere near perfect. So please feel free to comment and tips below. I do have the pit assists on because I obviously did a TikTok at the same time, so I can keep talking to the camera whilst I record as well, so don't judge. But I do the pit stop here, and one of my pit stops is actually very shaky. But we get off here, and you can see everyone's starting to come down the first little corner now and down the straight, and off everyone goes. So I'm going to feed in here about a third, and it's time to send it, use a bit of battery, make sure I stay within the DRS, and then it's time to cruise up behind Norris. And these ones are very difficult because they slow right at that bit of the corner where you're at maximum momentum, and you just can't slow down. But it's straight after Russell now as well, hunting him down, fakes one side, you can see him as well, but we go and it's smoothly done. Ignore the track limits, I did anyway. But we've got them moved on, and again now it's time to absolutely send it. We need to keep building it up and building it up because it gets more and more difficult each lap. I'm considering doing one of these and seeing where I can actually finish if I do it across like 25%, which would be 11 laps on here as well. But again, as I said, these are just the first of many different ones I'm going to do. So do kind of like videos, comment, do all that stuff as well, because it's also important. I'm going to be doing this whilst I learn assist, and also just be commenting your tips and tricks for assist down as well. But we're heading down now as well. That's enough of me waffling. And we're heading down now to the corner. And let's see, some of my braking here, it goes a little bit shaky, if I'm honest with you as well. But I'm into the pit, and it's 9.7 to Russell, and I've got about a 13.7 second lead over Tsunoda. So I'm focusing on trying to get out behind Antonelli. That's where the key is. But as you can see, this is only going into lap 3, and I'm on what, pit stop number 2, and you can see I'm already struggling to keep up with the front lot as well, and getting feeding more and more into that deep pack as well. But off we go, we're going to send it now. So we're slotting in just behind Antonelli, and it's now time to get after them again. And this is where you're going to find it hard. Obviously, Eau Rouge is quite a difficult corner anyway. You carry a lot of momentum, and you meet them just here, but I get by very nicely. I'm happy with that move, and now it's on after Norris. But the problem is my battery. I use my battery way too much, trying to build gaps and kind of regain. You kind of find it hard to manage, but a late break here, they are on 0%, so it is easier to kind of get by, but they're just slower in these corners. And a nice little double swoop there. Actually was very happy with myself because I controlled the car. I think if you've seen any of my little short videos, I struggle a lot with no assist, so it's been a bit of a grind. I don't really get the corner very well here. I go deep, and who put that bollard there? I don't know who put it there, but I'm taking it with me, and we're off into the pits again. Yeah, so as you see, a bit of a shaky one, pull off there as well. And as you can see, everyone's already starting to take past me now as well. And that gap to Tsunoda is what I'm aiming for. But I think on this one, it's going to be more difficult. He is going around, but obviously we get the tighter line here, so we kind of really get to send it and follow after him. And again, we are ahead, but this time we're not going to have the DRS on Antonelli. We're going to have to do some serious chasing. But you see the speed we carry through Eau Rouge and how just we close that gap down, and I will be able to get him by the end of that first corner. But again, no battery. That's the problem. It's no battery. But I did get past Antonelli, but my stream decided to freeze. But I get the move done on Norris, and then I kind of stay tight, tuck in, get past Russell here as well. And again, this is only halfway into the second sector, so I'm having less and less time to have to build up the gap. So you can see how it's going to really close in as it goes on, because each lap's going to be harder. But I've only got one more pit to go with actually having racing after. So we're heading up to this now, and I'm going to pit on the final lap. As I said before, I will pit on that final lap. Luckily that Ballard's not there, but I nearly go into the wall. And now it's a case of getting into this pit and seeing how far I can get on after them now. One thing I noticed as well is after every single pit stop, they started changing to the 2.5s. Instead of kind of getting me the 2.2s, I need every little tenth because it gets very close. My key here was to get out ahead of Verstappen because he's the one who's going to slow me down. So I use whatever battery I really have here to kind of get away. And now I'm kind of pulling off. I want to get after Leclerc here. And as you know, I'm going to catch for a Rouge here as well. Get the move done, and now it's a case of chasing them down. You can see Russell is actually heading out into the second sector now, so I make a late move here, and yeah, I kind of lose it a little bit here, but you have to take it and you have to make decisions here, which you're going to see, because I see Antonelli and I'm making the decision to launch it on the inside. I should have gone on the outside. It's a little bit of a bully tactic, but I have places to be. And now realize to stay tight on Norris here so I can take that inside line to get out of the way because I'm just flying. And now it's after Russell, go around the outside, and now we're heading into the third sector, and I've pretty much got one sector to gain all my time. It is now a race against time because I'm going to pit on the last lap, so I'm going to lose a lot of this time. The job isn't done yet. The tense music's building, as you can tell. And now I'm flying around here. Russell is chasing me. He can see me around that corner. I am not that far ahead, and I'm coming around a bit. I nearly lose my wing again. He's also coming, and as you go around here as well, he's watching me. I know he's watching me, and I'm heading towards that line, but where is he? You can see me at the top. I'm just ahead, and the win was mine. I'm not gonna lie, it was one of the most difficult ones I've kind of been trying out and doing, but I thought I'm gonna start here, and I'd love for you guys to comment. Let me know which one I should do next. What other challenges are there? I'm going to do a load of other ones where I pit, maybe use every single compound in a race and see where I get out there as well. But please do fire the comments below. It was actually a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. This one was actually pretty difficult. I found out from somebody this was actually one of the harder ones to do. I don't know if you guys agree or not. But as you can tell here, I've won by a second. So that move on Antonelli was absolutely huge. But guys, that's it. As I said, fire the comment below. Let me know. I appreciate you watching, and yep, I'll see you in the next one.